everybody, and welcome to Into the Weeds podcast. I'm Amber, and thank you for joining us here on Military Broadcast Radio. I don't know what's going on. Okay, we're just going to remove this. Sorry, guys, I had a technical difficulty here. We're going to save the changes. Okay, so I hope everybody's doing well tonight. I definitely did not expect to find myself this early getting back into Gypsy Rose Blanchard content. I really honestly wanted to stay away from this content as much as possible because it's a really toxic, environment. There's a lot of crazy things that go on in the background. And then also just full frontal, there's lots of people just fully, putting it out there. And so, I haven't really wanted to delve back into it. I know there was the book written, which I haven't talked about, mainly because I was kind of disheartened that independent researchers weren't sourced. All of the mainstream media were sourced, but none of the independent researchers like Fancy, myself. And so I didn't want to really talk about it. And then, gosh, there's just so much, there's been a lot that I haven't said, and there's a lot that I want to say. Especially about things that I'm involved in. I hope you guys remember that I am doing my own project for the state of Missouri, but I honestly don't know what that's going to look like or, how that's going to take form. I don't know what that's going to be. But at the end of the day, I'm still working on that, and there's still so much information coming out. And there's going to be even more information coming out because I put in a FOIA maybe about 3 weeks ago, somewhere around there. And I think potentially the information that's going to come out from that is going to be huge. So unfortunately, I got sucked down the Gypsy Rose Blanchard black hole. That's what it's become. And as much as I want to try and shake it off, I can't. And yeah. So we're just going to get into it. And we have two special guests today. We have 19.
And Laura just tuned in. Sorry.
Oh, yeah. So
I was upstairs. I didn't realize what time it was.
Oh, see.
You didn't yell at me either. You didn't.
Yeah, well, you're an adult.
Barely. I'm just playing.
Whatever. Your frontal cortex has now sealed or whatever, come together.
Don't remind me.
So she is a full adult, a full-fledged adult now. But we have 1980 Millennial Commentates, and we also have Nancy from the Toll podcast. So I'm going to bring them up now. Hello, Millennial, and hello, Nancy.
Hello.
Hi, thanks for having me.
Thank you for being here. Hello, Millennial.
Hey, hi.
It's good to see you. Millennial is traveling, and she graced us with her presence, even though she is out and about doing her thing. So thank you very much, Millennial, for that.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Okay, so we are going to actually get into, well, since I was gone last week, I wasn't able to talk about the Pretend podcast and our involvement in it. We had an initial get to know you meeting that lasted probably almost 2 hours, something like that. And then I have been corresponding with him back and forth through email almost every day. The last few days I haven't talked to him, but up until the last few days, because I've been super busy. So I, in good faith, I think that he's going to do a really great job. I have gone and listened to his other series, the LaDonna Humphrey one, which Nancy told me to go check out, is super interesting. You want to talk a little bit about that, Nancy?
It is a Bentonville, Arkansas woman who first was into the murder of a young lady down there, and then it just devolved into all of her fingers and all of the things. And the more he unraveled, the worse it got. And so it is amazing. He owns the trademark Who's Afraid of LaDonna Humphrey.
Oh,
Because
really? I didn't
she tried
realize
to
that.
trademark it and he turned around and was able to trademark it. So he's like, I own this now. Like,
That's iconic. I love that.
I love that.
great. But he does a really great job, and he focuses on con artists and trying to dig up what's going on. He usually gets that person, and now we know that he went to Louisiana and he met with Gypsy and
Mhm.
spoke with her. I myself was
For a
interviewed
while.
for this piece, and so was producer Pam, my sister.
Yeah.
So we joined him. My part was mainly I'm boots on the ground here in Springfield. I have done stories about Gypsy from investigative journalist perspective with the sheriff and a neighbor who had never been interviewed by the media. So those were the questions that I got asked for the most part.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
To add, because I decided not to participate.
Yeah, and Millennial has a very strict policy. Do you want to say what it is?
No.
Okay. I thought it would be funny. Never mind. Okay. Okay. Hold on. Sorry about that. Okay, so we are going to get into the actual calls. There's so many of them. There's literally, so I think altogether there's like 44,000 files,
Oh boy.
but not all of them are audio and not all of them are Gypsy. So, actually, you want to take that so you can highlight comments?
Sure.
There's a Chris Hansen mouse there for you.
Don't you even. I'm getting into some beef with people. Mouse pad.
Yeah,
Getting into
mouse
some
pad.
beef with people because people are mad.
Exactly.
No, I do not like this man. Anyway, I was really nervous when I found out about the A24 film because I was like, oh no. I was like, Robert Pattinson playing him is going to give him a bigger ego, but it doesn't look like he's entirely the good guy in the film, so I'm excited. So, anyway.
Funny.
And
Yeah,
to
Millie, your
the
audio is
chat,
very low.
Yeah, I'm not sure what to do because I'm using my laptop microphone. I don't
Mm.
have one. I didn't bring one with me to plug in, so I'm really sorry. I'm not sure what to do about that. I pulled the laptop up closer to me.
Yeah,
Scream!
I was just about to say use your outside voice. Hello. Okay, so Nancy, you had a video that you wanted to look at, and that was called "It's Like a Big Hotel Stay." Can you tell us why you wanted to look at that?
Yeah, I think it's also about the HBO premiere of Mommy, Dad, and Dearest and the family going there, and they're actually at the premiere and they're talking to Gypsy on the phone, and I just find that really fascinating. That the if you see celebrities, you need to tell me. It's just all about the fame, the lights, and the glitz, and I also Rod's reaction was just kind of like, this is weird, this is uncomfortable. That's how I felt that he came across. And also, yeah, when she's talking to Bobby about, oh, it's like a dorm here, prison's a breeze. I got a key to my room and everything's fine. It's just like, it goes back to what Sheriff Arnott was talking about when I interviewed him about how there's no lessons learned here. There's been no big consequences, that accountability that she was able to take advantage of in prison and learn lessons. It just didn't happen. And I think that this really shows that.
Okay. Yeah, no, I agree with you on all those points. And these videos have definitely, or these audio calls have definitely painted an even clearer picture of Gypsy's character and the people who surround her, because I think it's kind of been muddled for so many years about like who she truly was. And this is her in her own words interacting with all kinds of different people. So she can't say, "Oh, I was manipulated by this person." You know what I mean?
And I also think the
She
difference
will.
between,
Anyway.
oh, sorry.
Oh,
Right.
I'm sorry. We had a little lag.
The difference between the videos that we saw before, right? The FOIA videos that were released, that you got a hold of, was just kind of voyeurism. It was just kind of her cosplaying and, doing this thing for this boy. And it was different than what we're hearing now. Like you're saying, these are real. This is the real her. There's no pretend here on who she is. I also picked this one because it doesn't talk about her cooter. And maybe the only one that doesn't talk about her cooter, but I was really excited about that because
Right?
Yeah, I'm not interested in playing any of her calls that are like that. It's you know,
Yeah.
it doesn't have anything to do with the case. The stuff that we revealed that was with Nick, I feel like contributed to the crime. But I feel like all this stuff just shows that she's a freak, and that's not really my
This
business.
all of this stuff is more about her character and just
Yeah.
the person of who Gypsy Rose Blanchard really is.
Mhm.
Some of the call, like Nancy said, she can't not talk about her body and her private stuff. So some of the calls, like even though she does talk about that, she talks about that all the time, and it intertwines with everything else. So you have a call that has like interesting information, and she'll still
Mhm.
get that in there.
Mhm.
substantial information, she's still talking about that, which I think the overarching humanity of it is that something's wrong. Like we don't, the molestation, do we know? Like we don't. Her having exposure to the internet and these men at such a young age, like something has sparked this to where it just never ever stops in her mind, and there's no medication that she's taking to quell or get help on that level, and it's so unfortunate and so glaring in these conversations.
Yeah, she almost seems to have like an obsessive
For sure.
personality, obsessive compulsive disorder when it comes to certain topics. Yeah. it's
Yeah.
I would say.
it's been very interesting. So we're going to listen to It's Like a Big Hotel Stay, and that's on our channel. It's 13 minutes and 35 seconds. I will stop it. If you guys want me to stop, just say pause. Okay.
And I'm seeing CJ's comment over here.
Okay.
And I would agree, man. This makes Ryan look like a total. I mean, something that he said a lot within the last couple days is, this is private conversations with me and the woman that I was married to. Well, I mean, yeah, but some of that stuff, it's like, why would you even say that knowing it's being recorded by law enforcement?
Cherokee
Well,
girl.
he
I agree.
he wants to get caught. And he also, it
Yeah.
really solidified my perception of Ryan when he said, it doesn't have to be a kid.
Yeah.
That means
Could be
he was
Christy.
talking about getting caught by a kid.
He was.
Which is nasty.
Which is
I think he might actually be a problem.
well, I mean, considering the fact that he wrote to a woman who murdered her mother
Mhm.
and then offered himself up on a silver platter.
And she's very clear that she's not into it.
But at the same time, she's clear that she is into it in these
Okay.
audio calls.
Okay, here's the thing. Sometimes when you're hypersexual, you don't really care what the outlet is that much. Maybe you do a little bit, and I'm not even saying that to excuse her, but he was just an outlet, and he's somebody who was always there, would always pay her bills.
Pretty sure I heard a call where she told Brian that she only tolerated Brian because she needed him.
Because she needed him.
Yeah, she said that being married to him would look back good to her role.
Well, yeah, we definitely know that.
I agree. And
So I think she kind of did enough to keep him.
Yeah, no.
No, 100%.
I do agree there, but on like some calls you'll hear her, and I remember hearing her tell somebody, I don't remember who it was because I've listened to a bunch of them, that she was attracted to him. So it's like, I think she tells different people different things.
Well, there's the one where she tells Christy that, she was wet. Ha!
Oh,
She said that to Christy?
She did.
Yeah, she thought she'd started, and turns out when she went to the bathroom, she was just, and she was telling her stepmom that she is attracted to Ryan.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I've said some weird shit to you, but holy moly, not that. Oh,
You
my
got to
God.
think these are men who look at this girl who looks like a 12-year-old, sounds like a 12-year-old, and says, "Oh yeah, give me some more of that." Like, there's just a whole circle of wrong here.
Yeah, most definitely.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and like CJ said, every 15 minutes you get an interruption saying, "Hey, you're being recorded." And somebody asked me, is it ethical to put in a lot of this stuff? And I'm like, well, at the end of the day, they knew that she was not a private citizen and her freedoms and her rights were given up. And they're told every 15 minutes that they're being recorded.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
I don't feel the slightest bit bad. I mean, I'm not going to put them having phone sex out on my channel,
yeah.
but I don't feel the slightest bit bad for anything that we put out about these two after I've heard the way that they've talked about children. And I have my suspicions about what Gypsy would have said on that call to Ryan had she not been so aware of the fact that she is incarcerated and being reported and monitored for murder. I don't think a lot of people are like, oh, and I'm so sorry about the echo, y'all. I literally,
No echo, you're good.
well, they're saying in the chat there's a bad echo.
Oh, okay. I can't hear it on my end.
Go.
Oh, you do?
Mm-hmm.
Hang on a second.
Okay.
But I agree with what Millie's saying. Who knows what would have really been said? And there's one call that we might end up getting into, but I think it's kind of like the phone call. And one of the things that Gypsy says almost implies to me, she says something about how, like, you don't know everything I've done, Ryan. And it was right after they had just talked about some things that had to do with children. She's like, it might make you think differently of me. And I'm not trying to accuse her of anything.
Yeah, I'm not sure where that one is or which one that is.
We'll see if we can find it. I'll look on my phone or something and see if I can find something. But just hearing that alone freaked me out a little bit because I'm like, what do you mean he doesn't know anything? It's just a weird spot for her to mention that,
Right.
Yeah, no, I agree. Just so you guys are aware, we may be live on TikTok. I'm not sure. We were having issues with our connection to TikTok.
Joel said that we were.
Okay, we are live.
I just read the
okay, sorry,
chat.
I wasn't paying attention.
I'm assuming that's Joel. It says Te. I don't know who Te is.
Yeah, yeah.
Tech.
Tech? It's supposed to be tech, yeah.
Oh.
So, okay,
Gotcha.
so we are live on TikTok. So please, if you do TikTok, please go on there and share it out. It's MB Radio. And so that's what it's under, Military Broadcast Radio or MB Radio. Okay, so Millie will join us again. I am very sure of that. But
I'm sure.
like she told everybody, she is in a hotel. So there may be some issues right now. Okay, so let me find that.
You did wonderful.
Okay, let me go to the beginning.
Did you hear that, Nancy?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Okay.
Cool. And I haven't really been listening to too much of this. I've listened to maybe 5 or 6 phone calls.
Mm-hmm.
I've been working. But also like it's just like not. I don't know. A lot of it's just too much. Too much.
It's a lot for sure.
Yeah.
It really is. And trying to put it on the Google Drive, like I can't listen to everything. So I just go into the middle and make sure that it's Gypsy and somebody else having a conversation, and then I plop it onto the Google Drive.
But at least on the channel, we're going to try and be a little bit more.
Yes, and some
aware.
things have slipped, and I've caught them eventually, but you know, this is a lot of stuff that I'm trying to get
Yeah.
through and sort, and so I don't know, we'll see. Okay, so this is
My echo gone? Sorry to interrupt.
I don't hear it. I don't know if they can
I'm
hear it.
asking the
Sounds good.
chat.
Oh, it sounds good to you, Nancy? Okay, awesome.
So,
Well, you guys never heard it.
I thought Nancy did.
Oh, gotcha. My bad. Cool.
Oh,
You sound perfect.
thank you, Cherokee girl.
Thank you, Cherokee girl. We appreciate you always.
And I hope you're doing well, by the way.
Absolutely.
Okay. She always seems to ask or press for men's special fetish interests because she wants to exploit them because somehow she knows how strong of a pull those things can have. Yeah. I agree with that. And just pay attention to the patterns. She's got so many patterns, you know. Oh, thank you very much, Gen V. Thank you very much. And if you are on TikTok and you are giving gifts, all of that money will go directly to MBR. So please give away.
What is it under in the Google Drive?
It is under prison calls.
Okay.
So we are going to get into It's Like a Big Hotel Stay, Prison Life, School, and the documentary premiere.
Oh.
With no account required, you can now go to securistech.net and put money directly on an offender's trust account. Save on fees and deposit money today.
Thank you.
Go to securistech.net. That's securustech.net. Hello, this is a prepaid collect call from an offender at the Chillicothe Correctional Center.
This call is from a correctional facility and may be monitored and recorded.
To accept charges, press 1. To refuse charges, press 2.
If you would like to...
Thank you for using Securus. You may start the conversation now.
Hey, so how was it?
It was awesome.
Good.
It was really good.
Good.
Really, really good.
I'm good. I'm
Oh.
happy.
Yeah.
Good.
You did wonderful.
I was so nervous.
You did good.
I was so
I
nervous.
mean, Erin did a top-notch job.
Yeah, she had some really good questions and everything. I know I got like emotional and nervous during it, and I'm like, whew.
Yeah, I could tell.
Yeah, some of the questions were hard because, I mean, I had just, took my plea and everything, but I did my best.
You did good. You did really, really good.
Good.
I mean, it starts off like with your interview when you're getting interrogated in, Wisconsin
Yeah.
and everything, and your dad talks, and Bobby talks, and I talk, you talked, and they show some other, just footage, and then Claude talks and Laura talks, and then they show other footage, and then you talk, and and everything. They showed Nick's interrogation too,
Yeah.
and him. They also have on it the cops talking to his parents
Mhm.
and everything,
Oh wow.
and yeah.
I never saw his interrogation video, so I'm like, I don't know what he said. Like, Mike had showed me a little bit, like the important parts of the transcript, but I didn't actually see
Yeah.
the video. They didn't show like the
Nothing
full
that could do
video.
any damage.
Right. They didn't show the full video of me because I slept a lot. Or did they just show
No,
the parts?
no, they
where-
showed you, you talk, and they would show you, and you would be, standing up, and then they showed you, and you were going to lie down, you were getting ready to lie down on the sofa,
Yeah. Yeah,
and
they had
stuff like that.
taken me to the hospital and just given me a dose of Keppra. So that medicine makes me sleepy. So I'm like, I took a nap, and I think I took like a 4-hour nap or something. I'm like, I hope they don't show everything. I'm like, I slept a lot.
No. Yeah, I mean that, and Michelle's in it too.
Oh,
You know, it was really well put together.
oh, that's wonderful. Oh,
And,
I'm happy that it's all good
yeah.
and everything. So it's like I was nervous.
So you want to, yeah, I was like, I wonder why she's not calling.
Oh, yeah, I want to give y'all time to, get back to the hotel, settle in and
Oh,
everything.
we're not at the hotel yet. We stopped and ate. We're outside.
Okay.
They have a bunch of food trucks in this little
Cool. So,
Bobby first.
oh, is Bobby there?
Uh-huh.
Oh, that's great. I didn't know if he went or not.
Yeah. So which one you want to talk to first?
Can we stop there for a second?
Yes.
Which one you want to talk to first? You want to talk to Dad?
Okay.
So break it down, to where we have the cast of characters here.
Good idea.
And so Gypsy's talking about never seeing Nick's interrogation video, the one where he's super worried about her and wondering if she's okay and wanting them to get her, help. Is it that one that she's wondering about? Because she wasn't doing that on her side.
Mm-hmm.
And then talking about her interrogation video because she knows how she acted.
Right.
Especially to that officer about Disney and all this fun stuff. And she's like, oh, I hope they didn't show everything.
Right.
She said that. Like, I was asleep for 4 hours because they gave me this medicine, but I hope they don't show everything.
During her interrogation?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I got a phone call, so I got up
It's
real quick.
okay. Yeah, we're talking about the HBO premiere that they were at, and then she's quizzing Christy about what was in the show and all of this stuff. And she's like, what about my interrogation video? I hope they don't show everything, talking about her sleeping and stuff like that, but it's not what she meant. And then she's like, oh, that's wonderful that Christy's just really, pumping it up. But
she was given Keppra, which, by the way, supposedly part of the medical abuse was she was taking Keppra the whole time. But why would it make her that sleepy after taking it for so long? I don't know. It does have some side effects after taking it for so long, but to knock you out for 4 hours like that, I don't know. After you've just been arrested for murder.
Yeah, I can't believe what she's thinking right now because she doesn't know what's in this show, right? They're seeing the premiere.
Right.
And so she knows the secret she has, and she doesn't know if anybody went to go find them. So
Thank you, Frodo.
Thank you, Frodo. I can't believe you just donated to yourself, Amber.
I know. I know. I'm crazy.
And it's crazy you could do that without even taking your hand off the mouse.
I know.
Sorry, y'all. My bad.
Okay. Was there anything else?
I think we're good. We're heading to Rod now, I think, her and her dad.
Okay.
Oh, Millie's covered by the banner. Whenever you press play, take it off.
Okay, I will.
Sorry, somebody said that.
Or Bobby first.
It doesn't matter.
Okay. Who wants to talk to her first?
Hey, boo.
Hey. So I heard that it was good. I'm doing good. I'm settled in a lot better. I adapted better than I expected in my new house. So yeah.
Good.
I'm doing good. I think the only sucky part was that whenever they moved me, they go to the store on Thursday, and I didn't get to go with my house on Tuesday. And so they moved me, and they're like, oh, you can't go this week. I'm like, really? That sucks.
Oh, so you gotta wait till next Tuesday now, huh?
Next Thursday.
Oh, next Thursday.
I'm like,
Okay.
oh. So that's the only sucky part. But other than that, everything's cool.
Oh, that's good. Good. I'm glad you're happy there.
Yeah. So Mom told me that the film was good.
Yeah, it was very good. Very good. Very well done.
Good.
It was.
Good. I'm happy.
There wasn't too many surprises. There was a few surprises that they threw out there, but nothing I couldn't handle or anybody,
Right.
didn't expect to have a surprise here there. So
Right.
yeah,
I
we're
tried
happy what they did.
tried to tell Mom, like, in case anything was to pop up that y'all didn't know, I was trying to remember everything, and I'm like, there might be some stuff y'all didn't know, or there, y'all might know it all, so I don't know.
Yeah. No, that's all good. It's all good.
Good. So,
Well,
Bob,
thanks for calling.
not a problem.
Bobby's here. We just walking back to the truck. We stopped at the little food court to eat, and gonna get some rest tonight, and go do the big premiere tomorrow. I guess I've never done one like that before.
No. Well, it'll be fine. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So okay, well, we got some other stuff we need to talk to you about, but we'll call us back tomorrow night. Okay. Okay. So I'm gonna let you talk to Bobby.
Okay.
And you have a good night, and thanks for calling. Okay.
Love you too. Talk to you later.
Love you.
Love you.
All right. Yeah.
Okay, can we break there?
Yep.
Didn't sound like
Thanks
you wanted to
for
talk to her.
calling.
Yeah, I was
Right?
saying, it doesn't sound like it wants to talk to her very long at all.
He doesn't. He really is not interested in having this conversation.
But Rod kind of seems like a man of few words.
True.
Like, I mean, I'm not saying that he never yaps or anything like that, but
On
he
the
doesn't
show, he seems to have a lot of wisdom that he likes to impart.
that's like a persona he's trying to put on. But
Maybe.
I mean, he literally works on a boat where he like goes out and doesn't talk to anybody but who's in that vicinity for like months on end, except for maybe like, the occasional messenger bitch you can get,
I grew up with a lot of those guys. They didn't work on fishing boats, but they worked on oil rigs.
There you go.
When she says, I moved into my new house, even that language is no lessons learned, to me.
Yeah.
It's just, this is where I'm going to live for a few years and then I'm going to get out. Anything, I didn't know what was going to pop up if there was anything that you didn't know. She's really about what's being unveiled, but our conversation with Christy seemed to clear that.
Yeah.
So,
For sure.
someone in my chat the other day in a comment, I can't remember who it was. I'd love to give them credit because this is a good question. Not really good, but y'all saw the video I put out about the matching tattoos that Brian and Gypsy were planning to get?
Yes, unfortunately.
Yeah. For anyone in the chat who doesn't know, Gypsy told Brian Golden on a phone call that she was going to get a heart padlock tattooed on her hoo-ha. And she said the right words. By the way, I'm using these words because I know they're streaming this on TikTok and stuff too, and I don't want them to get taken down.
Thank you.
So yeah, she was going to get a padlock heart tattoo on her hoo-ha, and Ryan was going to get the key right above his knee. And someone in my chat said, oh no, was she going to Cousin Bobby for that? Remember she said she was going to get all her tattoos from him?
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's like, why would you tell Brian that anyway? Because it's like she totally wasn't over Brian, I'm sure.
They were weird.
Yeah.
I'll tell you something privately. Unrelated. No. Nothing to do with anyway, that makes it sound way worse than it is. Makes it sound way worse than it is. I was just gonna say, I understand sometimes you can have somebody that maybe was something at one point, maybe they're not. Maybe sometimes you have inappropriate conversations afterwards, but it's not really related. Anyway.
Kung Fu Panda in the chat said, thinking about any poor tattoo artist listening to this request.
Right. So as a teenager, I grew up in a military town, and there was a woman who did piercings and hold on.
Sorry, I just saw that. So I'm assuming that means that little Frodo talked to Brian at some point, which is crazy because not saying that it's your fault for talking to him, but it turns out that he ended up being a total P3DO.
No.
And we'll get into that later, but yeah.
What it is Brian came in my comments on YouTube whenever I read his emails, and then he started going nuts in the comments on Reddit. Saying he never dated her. He never dated her.
There we go. But what were you saying about some tattoo artists in Lawton?
She was a piercing lady. So she just had all kinds of requests for different piercings and stuff like that. And I remember being in her studio getting requests for piercings downstairs all the time. And so that was very interesting. As a teenager, like 17, I was watching people get pierced.
I remember the age of 16, I was trying to start a band. And so I hung out with this guy and I kind of had a crush on him, but not really. Anyway, his mom was like super trying to push something on us. It was crazy.
Yeah, I remember that.
Or his stepmom, I'm sorry, was super trying to push something on us. And she like made us do things that I had never even like, whatever, not anything inappropriate, but just like she would like make us like she would like push me onto the bed and put me on the bed and then she'd close the door and like shit like that. Anyway, doesn't matter. Regardless, the reason why I bring it up is because she did piercings and she's like, I'll pierce your up top. Anyway, she's like, I'll pierce your up top. We don't have to tell your parents. And I was like, oh no, it's all good. It's all good. And she's like, oh, well, I'll show you my book full of piercings. There's all kinds of piercings in there. I'm like, I don't want to see all that. She's like, oh, I'm sure you get pictures like that all the time. You're so pretty. I'm like, not really. And I don't want to see random people like that. No thanks.
She wouldn't have liked that smoke had she pierced you as a teenager.
You would have never known.
Oh, I would have known.
But no, that didn't happen.
Especially as noticeable as it is.
Anyway.
Anyways, anybody want to point anything else out?
Good.
Okay,
no, although
sorry.
I just yaps too much.
Sorry. Here we go.
Hey, how have you been
How are
doing?
you?
I'm doing good.
That's awesome. That's good. Yeah, I've been doing really good. I've been like crazy busy fixing to move shops and stuff.
Yeah? Well,
I'm gonna be in my final location. By the time you get out and get your tattoo, I will be in my final spot, my last move.
Good. I know I've been telling some people that, my cousin is a professional tattoo artist and there's like a lot of people that want to get work done from you. So I'm like, I'll point them all in your direction.
A lot of customers.
Right on. 27 years.
Yeah. So
It's been a long time.
Yeah. But you're a great artist. So I
You-
sent the drawing that you had sent of the tattoos that I want to get. I had sent them back to Mom, and she's gonna keep the sketches until I get out, and then I'm gonna get some done from you.
Hell yeah. Good deal.
Yeah.
I got Sailor over here. She come with us.
Okay.
She told me to tell you hi. She's real nervous, like to speak, but she told me to tell you hi.
Okay.
She's 12 right now.
Oh, tell her I said hi.
She says hi. Yeah. Yeah, we're checking out Austin. Austin's such an awesome place. I guess being an artist, is full of all kinds of. It's just, I think it's like a ton of artists that just, I don't know, just kind of hang out in this place. A bunch of hippies too. It's funny, but they make the coolest stuff. So you get some crazy ideas that leave from out here.
Cool. Well, it's gonna be like, it's a new thing. It's big. It's exciting. I'm like, I've never been to a premiere of any kind, but it looks and sounds really cool.
Yeah, myself, I've never been to one. I have no idea what to expect. They always keep on asking me questions about what it's gonna do. What is this? What is that? But I don't know. I don't know any more than you do about it. It's my first time.
Right. It's like, whoa, hold on with the question.
Yeah.
Now,
Yeah, right on.
I had saw when I was still in county, I had saw the article that had came out in the paper. I guess you had did like an interview or whatever, and I was like, I had put your phone number in my Bible and your info.
Oh yeah.
I had sent that all home, so I'm like, I couldn't. I don't have it right now, but I want to say thank you.
Oh, okay.
I want to tell you thank you so much for doing such a good article. I read it. It was wonderful, and I love you too.
Yeah, I love you too. I couldn't like it kept on going. I was like, the way that people were acting at the beginning, like it was such a shock, and oh my God, Gypsy's she killed her mother for like no reason. I'm like, whoa, wait a minute. And I had to set him straight. I was like, that woman was so mean. I said, you don't even know the half of it, So I started kind of venting to the media and telling them my side of the story, which is kind of like speaking to you in a sense, you know what I'm saying? Because, you were in a bad position. Like, you're not going to listen to you almost, you know? So they needed to hear it from the outside, from the family, you know? So I wasn't going to let them just run through you like that. No way. No way.
I appreciate it with all of my heart. You know, it's so nice that, you know, I know that Dad and Mom sticks up for me, but it's good to have someone on, you know, Mom's side of the family that sticks up for me too, because people ask me that all the time, you know, does your mom's side, you know, did they abandon you? Are they mad at you? Blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, no,
No way.
I've had some, you know, good family that are supportive and loving of me. So,
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's just so awesome to know that you finally made it through that point, and you're on the down slope now, you know. So pretty soon we'll see you. You know, that's gonna be awesome.
Right. And I mean,
see you walking free, out of that complete prison, the prison you were in, your mom, and the prison you're in now. You know, just be free with all that. It's gonna be awesome to see you hanging out.
I know. There's so much I can't wait to do, but honestly, in here, it's not what you think. It's not as bad as you would think. You know, I mean, you watch all these TV programs like 60 Days In or something like that. And
That's what Christy was telling me. Yeah.
Yeah, they portray it as something to be, you know, a very cold place with iron bars and stuff like that, and they don't have that here. So I mean, and the guards are nice, you know. So I mean, it's not bad at all. And we have free reign. We get to go outside anytime we want. We got keys to our rooms, you know. So
but it's like a big hotel stay for a long period. You know.
It's like college, because I'm in school. They put me in school, and I'm doing.
That's awesome. That's awesome too.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you only had like second grade education, right?
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, I'm getting into the math, where I'm getting into the algebra and stuff, and I'm like, that's starting to get hard.
That's the good stuff.
Yeah, I had to first learn not addition. I knew addition and subtraction. I didn't know multiplication and division. So I'm still working on.
Oh, right on.
I'm still working on that. I just gotta master it, and then I can, you know, master the algebra part. But I'm bringing up my scores. I'm doing really good in school, so getting good grades.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good. It's so good to hear you. It's so good to hear you. I'm actually like progressing and stuff. It's such a good thing.
Yeah, you too. Well, I'm gonna let y'all go because I'm gonna go drink some coffee. But I love y'all.
Go ahead.
Y'all have so much fun. Take lots of pictures, and if y'all see any celebrities, get their autographs.
All right. Good deal. All right. Love you. Take care. Huh?
That's kind of embarrassing, low key. Get their autograph.
Yeah. It just shows, you know, that's where her mind is at all the time.
She's got FOMO, man. She's got FOMO at her premiere. So I'm confused. Was this like a trailer premiere and then the big one's the next night, or
no?
Do we know?
I'm not sure, because there's another one where Rod's talking about it being in the big city, and it sounds like it's like in New York, maybe. And
it wasn't in LA.
I don't know. I don't know, honestly. I don't know if it was in New York or LA, but he was talking about being in the big city and having to take cabs from one place to another. And so he didn't really enjoy all that. So he didn't go out and explore like he could have. So, and he also talked about how there were some premieres on one end of town, and there were other premieres like at another section of town. So it sounds like it was like a film festival.
Okay.
That's what I'm thinking it was.
A few people who've just come into the chat a little bit late have been asking who that was. That was Cousin Bobby, the tattoo artist.
At the end.
Petrie side.
Yeah, at the end, and at the beginning it was Rod.
And Christy. Yeah. So she's talking to Bobby about prison not being so bad. It's not a cold place with bars. Got guards. The guards are nice. Free reign. Got keys to my room.
So, yeah, go ahead.
It's always interesting for me to hear her talk about school, because I did interview the neighbor Dominique, right? And she was telling me in the episode Main Character that I did on the Toll podcast how they would share homeschool resources. And so Dominique and Dee Dee, that's how they really got to know each other, is because they would share these resources back and forth. And that she did find it curious that she felt Gypsy was a little older and should be learning different things than her son. But, because everybody perceived her as mentally handicapped, that could fit. But, she could have not been doing anything once she got the resources. I understand that. But it was a topic of conversation how Dominique would go down there and they would share back and forth these resources for school.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I always heard talk about their homeschooling, but we heard talk about all kinds of craziness that didn't happen. So who knows?
Right. Right.
Fair.
Yeah, and I mean everybody's different in their homeschooling, so where one person will go to the to the furthest degree, with all of the charts on the walls and there's all kinds of things you can do to make a whole classroom and all of that stuff. And then
We just went to Universal a bunch.
we also spent a lot of time in the library at the college too.
Yeah, where I would do like times tables on my own, even though I was in 7th grade.
You complain a lot, but you know what? You graduated, dang it.
I did graduate. I did graduate.
I did find it curious.
Public school.
Go ahead.
I did find it curious too that Bobby's, against Dee Dee, doesn't like her. And we know that Dee Dee had a different side too, through some of those reports and stuff. So I just wonder if she didn't like him and that's how she treated people she didn't like, because here in Springfield, she was always nice and a butterfly socially, jumping around and everything. But if she didn't like Bobby, that other side definitely could have shown, and that could have been his experience with her.
Nancy, how much, this isn't really related to the phone call that we just went over, but how much of a celebrity was she in Springfield? Was it just somebody like, yeah, we kind of know, or was it like a big thing? Because I feel like it was relevant and something that Millennial and I were talking about on our last stream together last week. I just can't remember what it was, but I remember we were talking a little bit about the celebrity status, and I'm like, I'm pretty sure Nancy didn't really think it was that big.
Well,
I didn't. I think that it's just if you encountered her, you didn't forget her, right? And I just think that's what it was. I mean, I knew her because of the station, and they come by and get tickets at the tent and stuff like that. But do I remember seeing her all over the news and stuff like that? I don't. The Habitat for Humanity story, if I thought back, probably could have put that somewhere in my brain, but I didn't look at her and think, oh, there she is. But I know she was, like Queen of the Fair for a day and stuff like that. So there would have been big exposure moments with the Springfield area, but I just think that they're very memorable. And again, if you ran into them, you didn't forget them.
That and like Nancy said, there were occasional big exposure moments. Obviously, she wasn't a celebrity in the sense of what we think of celebrities. Springfield's not even really that kind of place, But she was she would, in addition to those big moments here and there, Dee Dee did so much on social media and fundraisers and stuff that once you saw her in a news thing or something like that, like Nancy said, you really don't forget her. Like, it's like, what am I seeing? And then on top of that, if you're on Facebook and you have any local friends, you would see their stuff shared quite a bit. People be sharing, trying to fundraise for them and stuff. So, like, even though, it's not like everybody, oh my God, there's Gypsy and Dee Dee. But you just felt like you knew who they were and what was going on, and you saw them in things and stuff,
I get that.
No, go ahead.
Another thing is, however it happened with Gypsy's education, listening to the prison calls, one thing I feel certain on is Gypsy has a better, more complete education than Ryan Anderson with his degree. What was his degree in, like, history or something? And then he did a teaching certificate. I feel like I remember hearing that, but I might not be right. But I do know he has a degree. He was a teacher for a while before he got fired. And in one of the calls, they were talking about Ryan's diet. Gypsy wanted him to lose weight, and and Ryan was like, the MetaFast diet worked, and it works fast. And Gypsy is like, well, it's gonna take some time. We got a plan, blah blah blah. And Ryan's like, baby, the reason that word "fast" is in it, MetaFast, is because it works fast. He didn't. Gypsy actually explained to him the fast means fasting from like.
Yeah.
He's like, I dropped 5 pounds the first week, and it's like,
I heard that.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I heard that, and then it was something like, "Oh, I can't afford it right now. I can't just ask my parents for $300." And she's like,
Gypsy goes,
"Well,
why not?
well, why can't you ask him for $300?" I'm like, "Girl, I wish."
She has no concept of money.
Well, did
No.
you hear what she said in that call whenever they were talking about getting Wegovy, Ozempic, whatever?
Uh-huh.
Ryan said he could afford the Wegovy, but like he couldn't get it in that location or something like that. And he's like, and I can tell you're mad. And Gypsy was like, well, I'm frustrated at the situation. She's like, Rachel's on it, and started going through all these people. And she said, what got me was, she said, and here's us, money shooting out of our ass, and we can't get access to it. She actually said that. $1,000 shooting
Yep.
out of her ass. So,
That's
shooting out of
Gypsy.
my Oof.
She
exactly. Toxic Barbie says he will never be a teacher again after these calls. Thankfully,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Whenever I was echoing and people couldn't understand me, I was talking about how with the Ryan call, I haven't found the one where he actually told about the X thing. But with that one, what shocked me was that he straight up said that he was talking about that in the context of it being a turn on to get caught, and that a kid walked in on them one time, and he actually said, well, it doesn't have to be a kid, it could be Christy or anybody. And when he said it doesn't have to be a kid, that's when I knew he absolutely said it was brought up kids, and I didn't expect it to be quite that blatant.
Blatant.
I thought that he was going to say that it was an accident or something. And no, he blatantly said he's turned on by the possibility of getting caught, but it doesn't have to be a kid. And
yeah, that's super creepy.
I haven't had sympathy for Ryan Anderson for a very long time.
I haven't
But
either.
any slight amount of whatever, he's just, I think he's an actual problem.
Mm-hmm.
I would agree after listening to some of the shit that he says. It's disgusting. And the way that he even the way he treats her, and she treats him like shit too. Don't get
They
me
both
wrong.
treat each other
They
like
both
crap.
treat each other like shit, but it's like, she's locked behind bars, dude. You can go find some other lady anywhere. I mean, maybe not anywhere, but you can go find somebody that's out and about. And she keeps telling him, I'm not into you. I don't want this. I don't want that. And he just has to keep pushing. And she has like 50 other men that are on hold.
Mm-hmm.
Which is disgusting that there's like 50 men or however many men.
And it's because he looked like her mom. Let's get down to the psyche of it.
Maybe.
He definitely did.
But it's also, the only person that was in Louisiana at the time.
And he was from Louisiana.
So
the only one barking up her tree.
I'm pretty sure there's a phone call of her talking to Brian, and she says something about how, Ryan looks good for her parole. He's close in Louisiana. She doesn't love him, but she needs him to think that she does, kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And none of that's going to change the way that Ryan feels. You weren't there. You don't know what was real. And I do get it. Like, you can talk to somebody. You can feel a vibe. You know what I mean? You can feel a
and
vibe.
Also, if you don't know what that person's saying behind your back.
But even so, he'll listen to all this shit and he'll be like, oh, no, it's not true. You don't understand. You weren't there. That's what I'm saying. Like, if anyone tells him, you don't get it. You weren't there.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah, you're right.
You weren't.
Scrolled up now, but Lulu commented something. I can't scroll up.
Lulu,
Mothership Explorers. That I thought was interesting.
Oh, Mothership?
Yeah, Mothership Explorers.
Okay, hold on. Let me find her. I just saw it a second ago. Okay. Ryan said that content creators are going to splice it to make it look like he was in class having phone sex. Tells me that he was in class having phone sex. Yeah, I mean, because
Yeah, he's
I
trying to get rid of
definitely
it.
am not going to be doing that. That is not going to be happening over here, and I know Millennial's not going to be doing that.
If you find it on the Into the Weeds, the 1980 Millennial Commentates, or the Toll podcast channel, it will not be something spliced and diced, okay, y'all? If you see it here, it's legit.
I agree.
Unedited, unless they're just taking out that little part that tells you, welcome to the Chillicothe Correctional Facility.
Well, I muted Ryan using slurs like 4 times in one video because I was worried about the possibility of, a channel violation.
Can you give me a ballpark of what slur that was?
I just saw somebody creeping.
I can see you have like a little mirror
He
behind
doesn't
you.
realize he's getting caught at the mirrors behind me. Oh,
Yeah.
You gotta keep on.
He's
He's trying to wave now, but he can't see what we can see.
Which I have a genuine question here, real quick. How did you get your husband to where he will be invested enough to like comment and kind of somewhat understand what's going on?
Right?
Because I try with people that I love dearly and they don't give a F, not even a little bit.
He just supports every single thing I do. That's all I can say. Like,
He's so
just
sweet.
awesome like that.
Yeah.
He is cool. I remember one time when we were hanging out or whatever, he was just sitting there and I was looking at him and he was just looking at you. And even though he wasn't participating in what we were participating in, he was just happy to be there. I'm like, oh, that's so sweet. I love that.
He really is, yeah.
He's just
I did
happy to
not
be
know
there.
men like him existed.
I think that your husband and my husband are definitely two very unique characters.
Oh, thank you so much, Maleficent.
Oh, thank you, Maleficent.
Thanks,
Millennial, what are you doing?
Yeah, what the
I like this comment.
At
At least now.
inside jokes to people.
Yeah, no.
What were you saying, Nancy?
Trisha says, at least now anybody he continues to come for with the stupid yo mama jokes can come back at him with yo stepmama.
Yikes.
He's like,
Oh
Gypsy,
my goodness.
talk about this will ruin me.
And it's so crazy. He's like, it doesn't have to be a kid. It can be your stepmom. Like, it's cool.
And
then
he has
everyone
no
has to
history.
come- Yes. And you know what? I'm not trying to say like every single person that is a teacher has to be this pure innocent being,
No.
free of all inappropriate, I just watched this video about that the other day and it's like, teachers are constantly treated like they have to be like pure of heart and do nothing in their free time. But it's like the things that he was going after, a woman who looked like a child and was perceived to be intellectually and physically disabled,
Mhm.
and maybe intellectually and physically
Yeah.
disabled, but who cares? That's not even relevant for the
Yeah.
point that's being made. It's like, what kind of a freaking weirdo are you? Saying this stuff, wanting to do things in front of children, doing things in front of children, and that's just what you're saying on a recorded line.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And for anyone in the chat who might not know, I think most everybody knows by now, the person that Gypsy called to talk to about it was Brian Golden, who was recently arrested for possession of cesium.
And we'll actually get into that because we have a video that has to do with Brian, even though he's a very small part of the actual call. But Ryan and Gypsy are talking about them. So actually, let's get into that one. I think.
I wonder
There's
how
a-
many.
Go right ahead.
I was just thinking, how many men was she like in some sort of a situationship with?
Every time we think we've got a list and got them all, but like another one pops up somewhere in a new FOIA.
No account required.
I mean,
you can now
I
go
can't
to
pretend like at one point in my life that is not now. Okay, that at one point in my life I didn't have a roster, but it wasn't while I was in prison for the things I was in prison or that she was in prison for,
Oh.
or the things. No, I'm just saying, like, I've talked to multiple guys at once way
Yeah,
back
yeah,
in the
yeah,
day,
yeah, yeah.
and it's like, again, way, way, way back in the day, and it's just crazy the amount of people. And she was like married for half of this stuff, like, oh my goodness, or engaged to one man or another. She had 2 different engagements in prison.
Yeah.
It's
There's
crazy.
a definite pattern with the fact that her and Nick talked about children. Brian
Mhm.
Golden was just arrested for children. She talked to him all that time. Ryan said what we heard him say. It doesn't have to be a kid. Like there's a definite pattern, and my personal feeling is that whenever she was asking him, well, are you this? And, it seemed like she was having a problem with it. I think Gypsy was just way more aware than Ryan that she's on a recorded line and already incarcerated.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yep, she was.
absolutely. And again, remember, y'all, they've been telling you every 15 minutes, hey guys, this is recorded.
Recording.
No, and I'm very mindful of that when I talk to my cousin on the recorded line at Chillicothe. So like sometimes I'll even say, "Hey, you guys who are listening to me," I will say that kind of stuff. I'll be like, "Okay, this is important, but I know you're recording me, but I have to say it," something
They're
like
not
that.
listening to anything half the time. It's just,
You don't know.
and there's some things,
You don't know.
with Ryan, half of it is, yeah, he was cool with being caught, but also it's like, there's some things that some people might be okay with, like one or two people hearing, but knowing that the whole world is listening and that it's literally on like live streams, TikToks, things going viral. I mean, I'm sure that would be a lot more stressful than just one or two people hearing what was going
I'm
on.
not worried about Ryan, Ken, or any of them. Don't care
Oh,
about
me
those
neither.
humans.
But
Thank you, Jules.
thank you, Jules. But it also doesn't
So sweet,
sound.
Jules.
I haven't listened to too much. I would just want to make that very clear. But there was one thing that I listened to where Ken was like, "Oh, I just want to make sure nothing to do with children. This is weird. And
I haven't heard that.
it was something. I don't remember what it was exactly, but something had to do with children. He's like, "Oh no." I think it might even been them talking about Ryan, perhaps, and he's like, "Oh, that's weird. That's weird. I don't like that." And I mean, he still stayed with her after all the stuff came out, so he might still be a weirdo, but at least he wouldn't say it on the freaking line.
Yeah, just thank you, Jules, for
you.
giving the memberships. But also, I had thought about asking you to come on because you enjoy gypsy content so much. But I don't have your email address, so I've been trying to hunt that down.
I actually
Oh,
tried to find her email address the other day. I wanted to ask her a question about the Idaho 4.
oh really?
She
And
won't
I,
communicate with us.
yeah, I know, and I actually want her to come on the show to really break it down for us because there's so much, just like in the gypsy case, and
Yeah.
the Idaho 4 isn't. I mean,
I get a little nervous about that one.
technically it's solved, because Brian took a plea deal. But I mean, all of the evidence that's come out, oh my goodness, it's so crazy. So
I get
yeah,
nervous about that one. But what I
yeah.
will say is that I don't know every little detail or whatever. But I remember that when we were at CrimeCon, you and I sat in with the discussion with the Goncalves family.
Mm-hmm. We
And
did.
I empathize with them, and I understand that if I went through something similar, I'd probably be very angry, very crude,
Mm-hmm.
not pull my punches at all.
I would be too.
But I don't like some of the laws they're trying to pass to keep us from being able to get FOIAs about certain things or see certain things. And it's like, I think it's almost like a necessary evil to make sure that to keep law enforcement in check. Because if we can't
Yeah.
keep law enforcement in check, completely forget all of these true crime cases that we're invested in.
Mm-hmm.
It's just scary to not be able to keep them in
Yeah.
check at all.
I feel like sometimes in their pain, because of the pain, that victims like that are in, they forget that freedom is fragile and very important. Freedom of the press is
Yeah.
the only thing that has, I think, prevented as much corruption as could have been worse. You know what I mean? Like we have corruption. Without FOIAs and the freedom of the press, I just feel like we'd already be so much in so much worse shape, in my opinion.
I totally agree. We have to keep it as free and as open as we possibly can. And again, I empathize with them. Talking to Maggie, who is Brittany Phillips' mother, she was, oh yeah, shaking it off. Sorry. Anyway, Brittany was, unfortunately, her life was taken back in 2004.
Yes.
But I
I'll be
remember,
right back. I have to go to the restroom.
have a blast. But anyway, her and I were talking about the Goncalves family's session right after it was done, and she's like, "Yeah, I don't expect them to be self-aware quite yet." And I was like, "I totally agree. I don't expect them to be self-aware yet. It just sucks that legally, you know what I mean? People are trying to push some kind of legal agenda, and it's like if we just didn't try to do that, I wouldn't have any issue with it. You know what I mean? So complicated. But anyway, let's see.
Yep.
Are we? She looked like she was about to start a new call. Let's see which one this is. This one, she's an immature child. Oh, it's on the screen already.
Gypsy threatens Ryan's coworkers.
Do you guys mind if I press play? Okay.
SecurusTech.net and put money directly on an offender's trust account. Save on fees and deposit money today. Go to SecurusTech.net. That's SecurusTech.net. Hello, this is a prepaid collect call from an offender at the Chillicothe Correctional Center.
This call is from a correctional facility and may be monitored and recorded.
To accept charges, press 1. To refuse charges, press 2.
If you would like to permanently block your number from
Thank you for using Securus. You may start the conversation now.
Hey, baby. Hold on, I'm walking. Hold on. There's so many kids out. Hold on. I'm trying to get to my car.
You are fine.
Yeah. So what you doing? How's your day?
Good. I'm just cooking me something to eat right now in the microwave.
Oh, okay. They got us something to eat in the lobby for teachers today, which is very cool.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, they got us some salads and I think a sandwich maybe. I don't know, I haven't looked yet, but it's kind of cool that they bought us lunch.
Oh,
Well, let me tell you what happened this morning.
Okay.
All right, hold on. Let me get outside. All right, so the first person I see is who you think? Yeah, it's homewrecker. First person I fucking walk in the pod and see. And she's like giving me a look, and I said, look, my wife was protecting me. I said, she shouldn't have done it with Brian. You know, I was like, this dude is an idiot. Like, first off, he's an idiot. And then, so I told her my stand. I said, you know, you shouldn't have cussed me. I said, you know, let's just bury this and move on. I said, I love my wife for protecting me. I said, and I'm sorry if you feel attacked. I said, I'm sorry if you feel attacked. I said, my wife, I said, again, the email wasn't terrible. I said, she didn't fuss you. She didn't threaten you. I said, so let's just move on. I said, look, I'm over yesterday. I said, I understand if you're still mad, but whatever. And she was like, I was shaking when I got it. That's what she told me.
Yes, what you thinking?
I just wanted to remind the chat that Brian Golden, the one that she was having email people and threaten them for her.
Mm-hmm.
So not only was he recently arrested for CSAM, he was previously arrested for, I believe it was assault on his girlfriend, and they found he had a crap ton of homemade explosives. Yeah, that's why he was on Reddit trying to talk to all of us, because I read an email where he emailed Gypsy the 2014 article about his arrest for explosives and everything. And whenever I read that in a video, he got mad. He came into my comments, and then he went on Reddit trying to defend himself. And it didn't work very well, obviously. And then he went quiet. And to be honest, I did wonder a few times, because he'd come up in more emails. I wondered why he wasn't back throwing a fit. And then somebody Googled him one day and posted on Reddit that he was arrested again for CSAM. And the reason why he was so mad at me, saying, why don't you just read out my full government address? Because it was included in the article that he emailed Gypsy. And that article was from 2014. I never thought that would still be his address, but he was living in his dad's basement then. And after he went in prison, he was back in his dad's basement when he got arrested again for the CSAM.
Oh, no.
Yeah. And so this is the guy that Gypsy was having email random people and threaten them. And at one point, she gave Brian Golden Jeff's actual, like, Florida Jeff, his actual physical address, and Jeff flipped out on her in the emails about it. He's like, for real? And that's why, part of the reason why he dumped her. But yeah.
No, and this is really concerning because you have a woman who was convicted of murder
By
using
proxy. Yeah.
using somebody by proxy to do
Who
her
has
bidding who had explosives and who is a pedophile. So yeah, very scary. This is real stuff, and for them to poo-poo it like it's just like, oh, they're picking on Gypsy. Oh, hell no. Gypsy did something really wrong here, and Gypsy should have gotten a little bit of extra time added to her sentence, in my opinion.
Yeah, and having that guy of all people, a convicted homemade explosives, whatever, having him email one of Ryan's coworkers. And didn't Ryan just say in this call that he cussed at her after she said something about Gypsy?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, he's like, I know I cussed at you, whatever, that's done. Yeah. But
So this is the guy who is emailing Ryan at his job, a coworker at Ryan's job.
Brian Golden,
Mhm.
the emailed Ryan's coworker, Miss Holmes, who, because apparently Miss Holmes told Ryan, you realize that girl had someone killed, right? Or something like that when he mentioned Gypsy. And Ryan went off about, that's my wife. I'm not going to go there with my wife.
Gotcha.
And then Gypsy had Brian Golden email that woman. I bet she was terrified if she's still paying any attention to this stuff.
Yeah.
Like, she's got to be more terrified if she ever realizes who exactly Gypsy had email her.
Right. Right.
No, yeah. And that's one of the reasons why I included it in this live stream, because I think it's extremely important for people to see the patterns of Gypsy. She once again found a man who was mentally unstable to go do her bidding for her and to intimidate somebody and to threaten them, basically. She says she didn't threaten her, and Ryan says that she didn't threaten her, but if I got an email from a murderer in prison, I would be threatened.
Sent by a convicted dude on other charges, yeah.
But she probably didn't even know that. So just the fact that she didn't even know that layer.
Mm-hmm.
And it might be this call, it might be a different one, but like he's just saying, Gypsy, she doesn't know you. She doesn't know you, It's like, she doesn't have to know you. If a convicted murderer is being, even if it's not violent, just threatening you in any way, I'm sorry, I would be freaked out.
Well, he even said, oh, but you're not violent. And it's like,
it's a violent
excuse
crime.
me?
Have you ever heard anything? Just, yeah.
Thank you, Toxic Barbie.
Thank you.
Ryan is the last person with any credibility. Yeah.
No kidding.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't been able to find the clip, but I'm pretty positive Ken said on a TikTok live, that he was grateful for how Brian Golden had always been there for Gypsy. They were still talking after she got out. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I agree. Thank you again, Toxic Barbie. No, I agree. I mean, he just dismisses this whole ordeal. I mean, the fact that she reached out to one of his coworkers would be, a line crossed already.
Yeah.
But then the fact that she used Brian to do it and intimidate her, and who knows what they said to her.
No telling. Yeah.
I wonder if somebody could request Brian Golden's prison emails and see if he's still in contact with Gypsy.
He's on ankle monitoring right now. His trial's going on.
Oh, he's not even
unless there's been an update that I haven't seen yet in the last week.
I haven't seen anything.
I was just being there's a freaking fly.
I know, and I've tried to kill it. I've tried to kill it for 2 days, and it's Houdini. It escapes every time.
Every time. I'm gonna get it with the Law and Order gavel.
No, don't you dare.
You get order and you get order. Oh, sorry. My bad.
Okay, let's resume.
She was shaking.
an immature child, and he didn't even respond back to Brian. And the fact is read my email. Read my email to you.
Okay, you wrote an email to me?
Yes.
Okay. And here's the thing: is she's like, I almost responded back to that guy Brian, and then she's like, and then I got my boyfriend. I told my boyfriend he wanted to respond back, and da 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 da. She's like, I could have went to the principal this morning. I said, for what?
For
what? I was like, for what?
That Brian's.
You,
Sorry, can you pause?
Yeah.
Go to the principal for what? Ryan's murderer wife is threatening an employee of the police? What the?
It doesn't have to be work related for it to be concerning. If you're being harassed by somebody, you need to make it known, period.
Well, and we're going to listen to another call here in a little bit that I haven't put on the channel yet, but I will. This girl has got some real issues, and had somebody like her come at me just out of the blue, out of nowhere, writing me an email and basically threatening me or trying to put me in my place. Oh yeah, there'd have been a whole lot of stuff going on.
Yeah, if that happened to me, I would never respond or deal directly with her. I would put other things in motion legally and officially to make sure I
Right.
was safe, because I'm not dealing with a fucking murderer, you know? Like
Exactly.
And what was the initial email to the coworker?
We
Who
don't know.
knows? It was completely outside of the
she
Scope
had
of what we
permission
know.
to send it, so it's not available in any FOIAs.
Gotcha.
Mhm.
Thank you. You know what I've thought about doing? I don't know how to do this. Sometimes on live streams, you'll hear people, and every time they get a donation, it like plays some kind of sound or something.
Yeah, I got to figure out how to do
I've
that.
thought about that clip of Fancy going cha-ching, 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 cha-ching. Cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching. Sorry. Anyway. Anyway, but I totally agree with you, Millie. Like, if somebody were to come at me, I would take all legal avenues to keep that from being an issue. But, you know, sometimes those things don't
Especially
even do
someone
anything,
who's
you
a
know?
convicted murderer.
Yes.
If someone's already violent and they're already willing to go to jail, then what does a restraining order or a piece of paper and anything do? I mean, we saw that the woman who did oh shoot, I forgot her name. I think that her husband's TikTok username might have had like Duffy in it or something, but it was
the woman that recently,
she passed because she said something about him online, and it was probably more than just that. But he came and he took her life, you know, and then she was trying to get a restraining order on him, and she might have even been successful. But it's like, what does a piece of paper do if somebody really wants to hurt you?
Well, but and also this is just a pattern of
I agree with you, but
getting.
You kind of
Sorry, go
delayed,
ahead.
you lagged. Sorry, what were you saying?
Go ahead, Millennial.
Oh, you're fine. I was just, I kind of forgot. It escaped me.
We were talking about how her life got taken and a restraining order is just a piece of paper.
The reason why, yeah, I was agreeing. Yeah, restraining orders don't always do much. However, in the context of this, you know, Gypsy saying she didn't respond, she's an immature child. Who would fucking I'm sorry, forget about TikTok stuff. Who would respond to a murderer incarcerated who emails her out of the blue? After
really.
the murderer's husband just went off on you the day before because you said you were aware she had someone killed, right? Yeah, like I wouldn't respond to her.
Well, and no telling
For
what
taking place.
the tone of Brian's email was. I mean, because he's from Boston, right? He sounds like he's from Boston.
He is, yeah.
Yeah, so
Thank you.
you know, you've got the Boston menacing gangster kind of vibe going there with him, and so I can only imagine that would come out in his writing to her.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure. That's unfortunate.
Yeah. Okay, let's resume.
So like saying like, how about you when I talk to my husband about your fucking sex life and how many times you get fucked? How about that?
Sorry, Joel.
I'm glad you didn't go there. Like we buried
Oh,
Don't.
I want to go there. I want to go there.
No, do me a favor. Don't let it die. Okay? Because like we buried.
And by the way, this is the reason why like, I've basically stopped talking to male coworkers of mine, let alone ones that are married. Because sometimes you'll make a joke or you'll say something stupid or whatever, and then all of a sudden it's like something that it's not. So I just, men, nothing against men, but I'm just kind of like this at the moment.
That's it. We're good. I defended you. I defended your action. I told her, I said, my wife won't do that again. Because here's the thing, Gaspard came in, and she was on the group text that me and her were texting last night, like about the situation. And she came in and said, it is bad. I was like, what is bad? She said, your wife shouldn't have done that. I said, well, I told her that she shouldn't do that anymore, blah, blah, blah. And I said, but she didn't say anything bad. And she said, get this, baby. This is one thing we got to be careful about. Miss Gaspard said, how did your wife even find her? I said, well, I was like, first off, I talk about work. I said Alicia Holmes, it's not hard. And she's like, no, Miss Holmes account's private. I said, no, it's not. I said, it says teacher at Southwest Charter.
That doesn't mean that it's not private just because it says her occupation.
Mm-hmm.
He's a jerk.
Did you tell them that she sent you a friend request?
Yeah.
Why does that matter?
Yeah, because I'm sure Ryan's people, his coworkers are thinking, well, she's in prison. She can't even be on Facebook. How did she? But, they don't realize Ryan's taking her calls in the classroom, telling the kids, put headphones on and whatever, and telling her every single thing that goes on there.
Right.
And he probably sent her screenshots of the lady's Facebook.
And if you don't have anybody that that's incarcerated in jail or prison, then you don't understand the politics, the how they go about doing stuff. So like I've told you guys before, my cousin will call me up and say, "Hey, we're about to get this prisoner in. Can you look her up? Tell me what her charges are," different things like that. That's very common. She's only done that a couple of times since she's been incarcerated. But they get women in every day or, not every day, but they get women in a lot. So it's not like she's sending me on a chase to run down every inmate that comes in. But sometimes inmates will come in that already have a legend behind them or a story behind them. And so the women want to know what they're getting into before that woman walks in the door. So.
Yeah.
Yeah. They can get information. They will find a way.
And depending on the loved one, depends on how much information you get. Okay.
I told Miss Gaspard, I was like, she's not private. I was like, we're good. We're on Facebook. I was like, she sent me a friend. I was like, it's not hard to find Miss Holmes. I was like, she might think she has her shit private, but she doesn't. And then she said, well, it's bad. Now, this is Gaspard talking, not Holmes. Gaspard said, it's bad because your wife got a guy to kill her mom. I said, no. I said, we ain't going there.
What?
Yeah, she said, because it looks bad because your wife got a guy to kill her mom. I said, no. I said, my wife didn't say.
Why does she feel so shocked that somebody would be shocked?
Yes, that this is shocking. Yes, because, right, she feels that she's above all of it.
She has deluded herself that she's completely innocent. This was some kind of accident. Nick just did that because he wanted to, and all she asked for was help. We know better, but I think she has deluded herself into deeply believing that, and the people around her, they encourage it.
Not only encourage it, but they enable it.
Enable.
Yes, he is, Brandy. They talk constantly as if she's completely innocent. She does not believe she's guilty. It's real obvious in these.
Yeah.
She thinks she just made one little mistake and found herself in prison.
No, I agree. And that's exactly how she's portraying herself.
Always the victim. Yep, that's right. Ginger.
Okay.
Hey, I said, my wife didn't say nothing threatening. I said, that dude lives in the mountains. I was like, we're not going to go there. We're not going to say that shit. I put an end to that right there. I was
I
like,
didn't
no.
say a goddamn thing threatening.
I
was
know.
very simple, and actually, I could have popped on her a lot worse than what I did. I came up
No,
with very
I know, and I told Miss Caswell, I said, "Did you even read it?" She said, "Yeah, but your wife shouldn't do that." I said, "I understand." I said, "But we're not gonna pull." I said, "We're not gonna pull a murdering shit out." I said, "No, we're not." And
She's
my
in
wife is
prison for
not
murder.
violent. My wife didn't say nothing.
Right?
Right? Yes.
We're not going to pull that card out.
Like
I'm
she's literally
sorry.
a convicted murderer. Like, what is he?
Right? Delulu land.
Violent.
Yes.
And I was like,
They're-
"No, we're not gonna go there." So,
Sorry, hold
but
on.
we got to be.
Sorry, you're fine. Their username's already scrolled past. I didn't catch it, and I can't scroll up in the comments for some reason. But someone said Nick lived far away too, because Ryan was saying that guy lives far away. Yeah, so did Nick.
Yeah, no. Really? What was it, like 3,000 miles or some ridiculous crap like
yeah.
that? Okay.
Be careful. You can't do stuff like that, baby, because that's how these fucking yahoos will take it.
Unless you've got an affair going on, you tell this woman to not talk to you her fucking sex life. You tell her you
I
don't want to
will.
hear
I
anything
will.
from this person
I will.
because
I will.
feel like dying in house right now.
Well,
I didn't do anything wrong.
come here.
I didn't do anything wrong.
I know you didn't, baby. I'm on your side. I'm on your side. Nothing's gonna
She's
come of it.
crying. I didn't do
I'm on
anything
your side. That's
wrong.
why I'm pissed off.
But she did. She did something extremely wrong. Extremely something that crosses the boundaries. Like
Crazy.
Yeah, she's crying that she didn't do anything wrong. It's like you're sitting in prison because you had your mom murdered. And the reason Ryan's having this chat is because you had a convicted felon for explosives and assault on a woman email a woman at his work that you don't like. What the? And she's like, I didn't do anything wrong.
but then she acts like a badass. So
Which is the problem. No accountability on any level ever, ever, ever. And it's why
Right.
they're never going to change.
Yeah.
Perhaps she means she did nothing illegal. It's not illegal, so I'm good. I'm fine. It won't add prison time. But I mean, there are some things she did that could have added prison time if people in Missouri gave a shit. But
Yeah, well, and okay, so Millennial, I shared with you the email thread between myself and Dan Patterson.
Yes, I remember.
From what I got out of everything, it seems like Dan Patterson only had a few files that he worked with in order to even do this case.
He did not care at all. Like, and I get that that's how attorneys and prosecutors work. They don't get deep into cases like we do in true crime, which they did, but he did not seem to care about this at all.
No, literally, he sent me because like I said earlier, there's a FOIA that I've got out, that could, really seal the deal on whether Nick told her to say certain things, because we've been told that Gypsy said that he told her these things, but we have never seen it.
Mm-hmm.
So I told them, at first I went to Patterson's office and asked them for the files, and he sent me a screenshot of like 3 or 4 files, and he's basically like, this is all we have.
Yeah.
And so I was like, holy crap, that's all they have, literally.
Well, he just accepted whatever Mike Stanfield edited together and piecemealed to him, and yeah.
No, exactly like Millie said in relation to this comment. Like, it's just,
He does not care.
I'm
No.
not trying to
Never did.
excuse what happened in this case.
Thank you.
Thank you. Tempered iron.
So where's the timeline in terms of how many other missions?
Oh.
We have no idea.
at the time, while she's so pissed off that this lady said something she probably said, I need to get laid or got laid last night or something, like Laura was saying.
I didn't say that. I mean, I would love to, but
No,
no.
you were sorry. I mean, you were saying that you've said like slight little things to coworkers, not
Yeah.
thinking that they would focus in on it like they did.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, this lady probably just made some random comment, and Gypsy's going off like, she's got this stuff talking to you about her sex life, and having like convicted felons email her. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
at
'cause
the
they got nothing to talk about. So he's like, well, this is what happened at work today. Here's conversations. And then she's in prison, so she can't do anything about it. And it gets in her mind.
And she's sitting there obsessing about it.
I hate to say it, but I feel like it's fair, at least in my experience, it's fairly normal for coworkers that are already close to maybe say a little inappropriate thing or two just because, it's just a thing that's on my mind. You know what I mean? Maybe not like going into depth or anything, but just like an offhanded joke. And I'm sure that's all it was. I'm sure it was just like an offhanded, stupid comment or joke rather than her actually getting into depth in detail about what's actually going on in her life.
Yeah, like this lady mentioned.
That.
Ryan mentioned this lady has a boyfriend, like she's clearly young, dating, kind of thing. It's not like a married woman telling a coworker about her sex life or anything. Like it's clearly a young lady,
Yeah, it's a dumb comment, like an offhanded thing she probably didn't think
Probably.
think twice
It's
on.
my
Well, but
guess.
also,
I was just going to say the fact that she was bold enough to believe that this woman wanted Ryan or
stop. Also, they say that cheaters get the most jealous or get the most like up in arms about small little things. It's like, it's okay for me to do this. And I've made up in my mind that because I've gone through this and this and that. Oh
no! Spill her drink?
What happened?
No. Oates fell off the chair.
He's chilling though. He's down there. He's like, yeah, this is.
He didn't even move a little bit.
No, he's just okay. He just tumbled. My bad. Sorry, y'all. But anyway, people that are cheating a lot of times, they'll justify in their minds why they're doing something like, oh, I'm locked up in prison. It doesn't really matter anyway. Oh, I didn't actually sleep with them. So it's really not that big of a deal. People who cheat, they just come up with any justification they can, but they get mad at the opposite party for doing the smallest thing. It's like, oh, you gave her a hug. How dare you? Because you gave her the hug, this and this and this is happening because they're guilty of other things on the other side.
Projection.
Thinking. What'd you say, Nancy?
Projection.
Yes.
Projection. Thank you,
Exactly.
Nancy. She said it in a lot simpler words.
Yeah, they're guilty of either thinking the same way or behaving the same way.
Yeah.
You good?
Well, it's like when we know how much Pimp Juice Ride was getting around, and whenever him and Christy split up, she apparently went and got with an older previous boyfriend and stayed in a cabin with him for 3 weeks. And Rod acted like his heart was broken in the emails about it, like he didn't know how he was going to forgive her and all this stuff. And he was actively talking to Cookie Lady, I'm pretty sure, still at that time.
Okay, the Cookie Lady is one thing, but Rod being how old? Am I messing around with a 19-year-old?
Yeah.
I'm not going to pretend like I've never had an age gap or two, but definitely not when I was 19, like literally still teen. Teen is insane.
Yeah, because she would have been beat.
Teen. Oh, okay.
And they would have been too.
Okay, that's not the point. That's not the point of the story. The point of the story is teen. Teen. That's insane. You guys took my phone away for the last time at 19. 19. Oh my goodness. Dragon's Den Brandy over here, she had a front row seat to all this stuff. Not as somebody who was a part of the affair. but sorry, I realized the way I said that sounded odd. But she saw all this stuff going on because she was friends with Christy at the time.
Yeah.
So I can't remember. Brandy, you met Christy, right?
I don't know if they've actually met before or not. Let's listen to the rest of this and see.
Sorry.
I'm pissed off. I am pissed off. Hey, I am pissed off at Gaspar for even saying that shit. I said, we are not going to go there. I said, my wife is a good person. No. And she's like, okay, you're right. You're right. And I was like, yes. I was like, so don't even start saying shit like that. That is bad. I was like, So there's nothing going to come of it, but that's how these stupid bitches think, baby.
Stupid bitches.
You know, like that's what they went to. And I was like, you have got to be kidding me.
That's what everybody goes to.
And it's ridiculous. Like, I'm sorry, baby, but that's super fucking stupid. And it's not fair. It's not fair because they don't fucking know you. It's not fair.
Not fair.
And I'm sorry, but baby, that's just the way people think sometimes, like especially the ignorant ones. But, you know, it's funny. Holmes didn't go there. Holmes didn't say anything about your past. And you know what she said? She said she almost got her boyfriend to text Brian and cuss him out. I said, well, she should have. And I said, because I don't like Brian anyway.
Wait, real quick. You want to pause it?
Yeah.
So I thought we had said that Holmes was the person that had gotten the message from Brian.
Yes, correct.
But it sounded like he's saying that Holmes wasn't the one they were talking shit about just then.
No, he's saying that Holmes didn't say anything about her being a murderer.
It was the
Oh.
principal who said it.
Well,
listen to your dang principal.
If the pot's calling the kettle black, I don't know.
Yeah,
However
C.
that saying
Williams
goes.
2839 in the comments says, imagine murdering someone then not wanting people to judge you for it.
Right. And that's how she operates.
Yeah.
She murdered somebody or she had somebody murdered. Either way, somebody was murdered. Her mama, of all people. And she doesn't think that people shouldn't judge her for that. I'm sorry,
No,
but
it's
just that's
Darvo.
crazy.
Darvo, deny, attack, reverse, yeah. And in her Christian era, she was throwing out Bible verses about not judging. It's
Oh,
like,
yeah.
no, this is America, and we judge murders. We judge them with a court system, with a label of felon, murder in the second degree for life.
No, of course. And your average person with a fully developed frontal cortex is going to be like, hey, no. And the only people who are going to like most of the people that are excusing this are people that are like in their teens or early 20s. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to act like I'm so far above that because I'm not. I'm only 25. But, you know, when I was in my 20s, I was like, oh, yeah, I can see it. I get it. You know, go gypsy. But now I'm like, oh.
Your early 20s, yeah.
My early 20s, early 20s.
Yeah. No, I agree.
But that was also before I had information, and information changes everything, y'all.
It sure does.
Like I said, if she cannot own up to the fact that you perceive whatever things happen as harsh and take accountability for that and be like, oh, my bad. I'm sorry that I popped off at you like that. That's all that had to come of it.
Right. And
But
that's all that, and like we've already no, but listen to me. She apologized. She said, I'm sorry if I was hard. Now look, that was Gaspard that said that, not Holmes. I'm letting you know that. Miss Holmes did not go there. Miss Gaspard did, and I shut it down.
If people want to put that on me, then I'll be also happy to take on that role.
No,
Call me a
baby.
fucking
No,
Did
she
you
didn't
guys
say that,
pause?
though.
Pause.
She just threatened to kill her. She said, if that's what they're going to put on me, I will be more than happy to take on that role.
Hold on, let's go back.
A murder.
Yeah.
You're right.
Okay, let's listen to that again.
to take on that role.
Okay, hold on, let's go back.
Trying to make sure I'm hearing right. Like,
Play.
Okay, sorry.
Sorry, I was coughing. You could have pressed
Sorry
play.
if I was
Sorry.
hard. Now look, that was Gaspard that said that, not Holmes. I'm letting you know that. Miss Holmes did not go there. Miss Gaspard did, and I shut it down.
If people want to put that on me, then I'll be also happy to take on that role.
Oh,
right?
fuck. Send that to Javier. No, I'm sorry. There you go.
There you go.
Everyone clip it. I know everyone loves to clip.
clip it. Sullivan, you got that? Brandy, you got that?
Yeah, clip it.
How many
You know.
creators we got in the chat? Mothership, did you get that?
Please do. It's important, you know. I never ever set out to make Gypsy's life worse.
No.
I set out to understand things And this is where it got me.
And if she looks worse in the process, that's her own fault.
Right?
Yellow Moon 77, she said she's talking about the title of murder. She says if they want to put that on me, I will be all too happy to take on that role.
Mm-hmm.
That's insane.
Of murder. We didn't let it finish. She
Yeah,
says,
go ahead, Nancy.
She says of murder. We didn't let her finish.
Okay, let me.
Just everyone, we are at 1 hour and 39 minutes and 25 seconds. So somewhere around here, there's going to be something to clip for somebody. I don't even care who. Just send it to somebody.
Okay, let's go back.
Oh, Laura.
Send it to somebody. I don't care. Somebody.
Okay, we're going to go there.
Miss Gaspar did not shut it down.
If you want to put that on me, then I'll be all too happy to take on that role.
No,
Call me a
baby.
fucking
No, she didn't say that though.
Take on that role. I
So,
don't give a fuck.
She didn't.
I'll be
She didn't. She didn't say. They can call me that. That's what I did. She said, "I'll take on that role."
Yeah.
Like something I'm gonna do. That's what that sounds like to me, to anybody else, right?
Yeah, because she doesn't identify as a murderer, remember? So she says, if they want to call me that, I will be all too happy to take on that role. She threatened to kill somebody. Right there.
Ooh, Gypsy.
Gypsy. And especially someone like that, for somebody that you say you don't love Ryan or that you weren't sexually attracted to Ryan. For that, you're getting all up in arms. And you know, Ryan, you're fucking disgusting. I'm sorry. Because he's into that. He's into the crazy. And you know, plenty of people like a little bit of give and take, a little bit of a tumultuous relationship here and there. But holy moly, him. She said she
I
did
love
give
that.
a fuck so many times.
I love that.
Yeah, that's valid. That's valid. But the point being is, it's disgusting that he wanted somebody that would be so possessive that she would potentially do the same thing that she did to her mother, to one of your coworkers, for even just talking to you about something somewhat sexual. And who knows what that even meant? It could have been like a stupid offhanded joke. It could have been something.
And Ryan
more.
exaggerates. Like whatever Ryan told her was probably not whatever was actually said.
Which
I'm
is
sure she
probably
wasn't
true.
thirsting on Ryan.
No.
I'm not trying to be an asshole. I just don't think that's what was happening.
I mean, like, did you guys hear him telling Gypsy that the jeweler was so impressed with his mom's ring that she's getting, that just went on and on about how special it was, and he thought they was going to try to buy it and everything. I bet they said, "Oh, this is nice," to be polite to their customer.
This is vintage.
Oh yeah, they'll let you talk and talk and talk as long as you buy something.
Yeah, right. What are you fussing about?
I'm gonna take them upstairs.
Okay. Okay. So we're going to listen to the rest of this. This is wild though. I didn't catch that when I uploaded this. So
She didn't say that, baby. Come here.
He's backpedaling.
That was some old bitch. I ain't paying attention to that. Baby, I shut that down and she agreed. I said, you know, it just looked bad. It just looked bad because it was Brian. Brian looks like a scumbag on his picture, baby. Just for the record.
I have literally no way to get on Facebook. So what the fuck did you expect me to go to another person for?
And I know that. Baby, I'm not mad at you. No. We're good. Like, I'm just telling you what happened. I'm just telling you what happened. I am just telling you what was said, and I stood up for you and I shot that shit down. Like, your man took care of it.
Do you want a medal for it? Like,
you want a medal
for it? No, I just want you to know that it's okay.
that's crazy. She then turns that back around and says, "Oh, you want a medal for standing up for me?"
She turns on him like that.
She's psycho.
Angry, like rage crying. Brandy said, "Be right back. Going to post the clip."
Okay, awesome. Thank you, Brandy.
Hey. I want you to know I'm not going to let people do that shit to you because it's not fair. That's what I'm telling you. There's nobody's gonna get away with doing that shit to my baby. Nobody.
Well, don't worry. Your convict wife won't ever travel in your business again.
Maybe.
About damn time.
Do this, yeah.
Oh my goodness. Could you imagine, like, even just my husband, if he was like getting all up in, my work colleagues, business and emailing them and stuff? Hell no. Hell no.
Oh yeah, I mean, I worked at the same place for 19 years. I early retired January 2025, and like 1970 met some of my coworkers and stuff. There was never any problem, any reason for him to be mad. But oh my God, I'm trying to imagine even experiencing your partner emailing crazy shit to your coworkers, and I can't even imagine it. Like,
I can't either.
It would be a big deal.
And Nancy, you've worked with your husband before.
Yeah. I can't imagine him reaching out to somebody like that. Just nuts.
No.
And while they're in prison, she's in prison for murder.
Yeah.
What is wrong with these people?
Well, and it just seems like logic is suspended in this case over and over and over again. And it's like you listen to something like this and you're like, how do you not understand that this is absolutely insane?
But I say it all the time. We're trying to rationalize a crazy person, and that there is no logic. We'll never figure it out. But here we are trying.
She tries to rationalize it.
I think Holiday in Montana joined a bit late. They said, doesn't Gypsy need permission to email people? She had one of her dudes on the outside, Brian Golden, who was recently arrested for possession of CSAM. She had him send the email to Ryan's coworker.
Yeah. So they don't have the internet. They can't just get on the internet and Google things. So they have their friends and family do it for them. And Gypsy, unfortunately, has a habit of doing everything by proxy.
Real quick.
Oh,
Sorry
what
to
a good.
interrupt. So you said something about how they don't have anybody, or they don't have access to the internet. They have somebody look up things for them.
Mm-hmm.
Who was it that just said that Gypsy, was it in the Call Me Chris video where she said for the first time Gypsy was able to log onto the computer?
Yeah, it was her. Yeah.
And look up what Munchausen by proxy was and connect the dots.
Yeah.
That's insane. That's insane. Sorry, no one sold to her. It's just I knew I remembered that from somewhere recently.
Yeah, no. I mean, logic is completely suspended.
Call me Chris if you happen to be watching all this stuff, because
hold on.
Is he okay?
He's wrapped up in my.
Oh no.
Okay.
All right.
Yep.
But yeah, if Call Me Chris is starting to look through all this stuff because she uploaded the one video and realized there's documents to back up other stuff, holy moly, she just got herself into a whole new thing with all of these phone calls dropping, not just from us, but from everybody,
Yeah.
B. Williams 2839 made a good point in the chat. I feel like I'm echoing again.
You're echoing it. Yeah.
Sorry. I don't know what to do about it.
It's all good.
They said in DV relationships, many partners screw with their jobs, and I was like, "Ooh, what a good point."
Yeah.
Yes.
That's very true.
Absolutely. As much as I think that Ryan was not perfect in this relationship, that definitely seems like what was going on.
Thank you, Rebrand. 20 memberships.
Dude,
Wow,
we need to
thank
make
you.
some membership content.
I know we do.
Maybe
we
I can
really
do
do.
the anymore. No, I can't.
No.
And for people who are kind of casually just joining in, or you have 48,000 phone calls.
We have 44,000 files. We not all of them are Gypsy, and not all of them are audio files.
Okay.
But
are the other ones PDF files? But sorry. Sorry.
Gypsy let other inmates use her pin time sometimes. No telling what she was trading for it, but
correct.
so we have other calls from other people.
Yes, we know she
Yes.
took her video down, and so admirable that she decided to do that and
I
decided
agree.
to look into it.
Yeah,
So
Because that's a lot of time and money that she spent. I mean, she probably had researchers or editors or something like that that went in and helped her. So she's kind of at a loss for all that one or for all of that stuff.
Yep.
So yeah, big shout out to her. But
yeah, rebrand. When are you going to join MBR?
yeah, rebrand. Sorry,
Uh-oh,
I'm just
we
playing.
lost Millie.
Oh no.
She'll be back. Into the week. Oh, wait.
But I just wanted people to really understand what you're dealing with on that end, on trying to vet this, make sure that it really is Gypsy on these phone calls, having to listen to the first few seconds, uploading them individually. Like, this is a very labor intensive job that you've taken on. And I truly, truly appreciate you doing this.
Well, thank you, because I, did not expect these to be coming out. And then when they popped up on the internet, I wasn't sure if they were real or if they were fake or what was going on.
Well, because Mandy got it denied several times.
Yeah.
And so I'm wondering what changed.
And so people kind of acted like, oh, Mandy didn't know how to word the FOIA, but no, that's not true. Mandy did a great job doing that. She just was denied.
Yeah.
So,
but I
Got
wonder if
them
something
and hers was approved weirdly at the same time everyone got them.
yeah, well, as soon as the calls came out, she immediately then went to DOC and asked them, hey, why was I not approved, but now somebody else has come behind me and has been approved, and then you did not send correspondence to me letting me know. I think that's what she said. I don't know. I could be making that up, but
which I'm curious if something shifted or if Gypsy allowed it to happen or what. I don't know. I'm curious if she's going to get a.
And that was one thing. And before we get into that, yes, she was allowing other people to use her PIN, but also, wait, what were you just saying?
What was I just saying?
Crap.
She said, why did they suddenly become available to come out? Did Gypsy allow them or what?
Yeah, so that's what I'm thinking is that somebody had to have either petitioned the court like Gypsy, or somebody petitioned the court or DOC and said, hey, these are more valuable, in the long run. They must have given some kind of good argument for them to change their mind.
I'm kind of thinking maybe a time limit just expired.
No, because the way that they were acting towards Mandy when she asked for them, they were like, no, absolutely not. They're not going to be available. Nick's were not going to be available because it would put him in harm's way. His phone calls and his emails. And so it sounded like they were just not even going to release them at all.
Nick's is different than Gypsy's because
Yes.
he's still in.
Yeah, but still, I mean, I think we learned all of that information right at the same time. So, yeah. Okay, let me stop the screen. And then we have 2 more calls to get into. I don't remember how long they are, but just this one is, we're going to get into, I yelled at the mailman first. Okay, somebody's here. I don't know who's here.
Dad.
Okay.
He's here. That's why Oates was yelling.
I was like, I hear stuff. What's going on? Is that ghost up there again? Okay. So I yelled at the mailman again.
You yelled at the mailman?
No, Gypsy.
You're echoing.
Okay, yeah, no, I'm echoing.
You guys hear me?
Trust account. Save on fees and deposit money today. Go to securustech.net. That's securustech.net.
Brandy said she was told by the Blanchards way back when that Mike was fighting to keep all of the emails and calls suppressed.
Okay, well, there you go.
Nancy.
Yeah, I don't know. StreamYard has been acting weird.
Can anybody else hear the echo on us? Ooh, I'll shut up then.
Okay, go ahead. Now you can speak and it's not echoing.
Can I talk?
Yes,
Oh,
go
okay.
ahead.
Gotcha. Nancy, I wonder if you could ever secure an interview with Mike Stanfield. I don't think I could, but I feel like you just have a way with words. I don't know if
He
that's
reached out to Dan Patterson a couple of times,
yeah.
but he goes unopposed, so he doesn't really probably have much to say to me. But yeah, I'd be happy to try, but I don't know. We'll see.
Operates in the courtroom live and in person. I don't know. We'll see.
Okay, we're gonna do this again.
Net. Hello, this is a prepaid collect call from
Hey, it's Jesse.
an offender at the Chillicothe Correctional Center.
This call is from a correctional facility and may be monitored and recorded.
To accept charges, press 1. To refuse charges, thank you for using Securus. You may start the conversation now.
Well, you don't have to tell them right after either.
Baby,
Wait 6 months.
we can do whatever we want. That's the thing. Is we can do whatever we.
I feel like this is the wrong phone call for some reason, but we'll listen to it and see what happens.
I got no clue.
Want. But I don't want to be ashamed of what we've done either. Because, it's not one of those things that I get why we would do it in secret. I get that. But the thing is after the fact, then it doesn't matter if we tell people or not. That's the thing is, I get the lead up, we keep it a secret. Because you know that people would constantly try to talk us out of it or...
Okay, I'm pretty sure this is the wrong audio.
What were you trying to play?
Well, she started yelling basically, I'm mad, but
I didn't hear that one.
we'll see. We'll see how this goes.
We got to get in our heads about shit. And it's just shit that's this is our decision, and I don't want nobody else to influence it.
I know. It's already been influenced so much in the last couple months as is because, I've talked to people about it, not my people, but people in here. And Lori's on board. But Lori has also been there for our journey, our whole journey. We lived in the room together while you and I first started talking and everything. So she's on board with doing whatever we want to do. She thinks that we're a good couple.
Okay, this is definitely the wrong one. So, we'll go into the next one that I have prepared. This is Gypsy asking Ryan if he's ever watched the Lifetime movie Ruby. And this is significant. Hold on.
Yeah, this movie is based off of V.C. Anders' book, and a lot of my commenters pointed out to me all the similarities in some of Gypsy's weird stories, lies, and the Ruby book. So I have a copy of that. I read some of it on lives and was like, whoa, there were a lot of weird parallel stories that coincide with Gypsy, some of Gypsy's stories that can't be proved.
Yeah, exactly. Sorry, hold on. Yeah, exactly. So, Millennial has done a few streams on this book and this movie. And if you remember, Gypsy has a character named Ruby. So that's what we're going to be listening to. And I'm going to unmute you guys now and then press play.
An offender at the Chillicothe Correctional Center.
This call is from a correctional facility and may be monitored and recorded.
To accept this free call, press 1. To refuse this free call, thank you for using Securus. You may start the conversation now.
Oh,
What?
goddamn. What the hell have you been doing all day?
What have you been doing all day?
I've been calling you.
You have not.
I've been calling you since like 5 something.
Oh, well, I didn't see it.
Oh, well, I have.
Been busy, baby.
Oh, you're always busy.
Well, what's wrong with that?
Because it's not any time for me.
That's awful. I always make time for you. You gotta make, you want me to make you a number one priority, huh?
So I cut my hair today.
Why?
I cut about 2 inches off because, like, my bangs, like, my longest, like, I have layers, and, like, my longest layer, so I cut it to my longest layer. So it's not, like, it's fine. Like, it doesn't.
Oh, it still looks good?
Yeah, it still looks good. I just cut it to where, like, it just blends a little better.
Okay. I can still yank that hair?
Yeah.
You missed me, didn't you?
Of course I missed you, and I want you to watch this movie with me.
What movie?
Okay, so, it's on Lifetime.
Baby. I have cock and balls, babe. I don't know about a Lifetime movie.
Okay, well, it's a series. It's part of the D.C. Andrews book series. Like, I guess the author made, like, have you ever heard the movie Flowers in the Attic?
Yeah, I have actually, but I haven't seen it.
Okay, well, it's by the
Tell me the movie, baby. I would love to watch it with you.
Okay, so there is on Lifetime right now. They're playing I think it's called. I can't remember what it's called. But right now it's Heaven. It's like part of like a 4-part series. So he created the Flowers in the Attic series. That was his like first original series. Then his books got turned into movies, and then his second book series got turned into movies as well on Lifetime, and that's the one that's playing right now. It's called Heaven. Well, premiering tonight was Ruby, which is the first one of this next series. So I'm watching.
Which one do you want? You want me to watch Ruby?
I want you to watch Ruby, or watch any of them. Any of them's good, but they're not part of like this one that's playing right now. It's not part of the same series as with Ruby.
Okay. Which one do you want me to watch with you, Ruby?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'll think about it. Tell me how bad you want me to watch it.
I want you to watch it. It's set in
Can you pause for a minute?
Louisiana.
Oh, okay. Well, let's see. It's on Lifetime?
I just want to make sure everyone in the chat gets the hilarity that Ryan said he's a man. He doesn't have Lifetime, wouldn't watch Lifetime. And then he became a Lifetime.
Yes. Yes, ma'am. That's
hilarious.
Where did those cock and balls go? Sorry, that sounds horrible to my dad who just got home. I swear there's a reason.
Okay, we're gonna continue.
Yeah.
Did I get a kiss for it?
Yeah.
Give me a kiss, then. Give me some tongue. You ready?
I love this series, or I love like this author because like he writes about like fucking like incest and the girls in love with their brother.
Baby, why do you want me to watch this so bad then?
Pause. What the hell? She said, I love this series because this author writes about incest and people fall in love with their brother. She legit just said that. You're muted, Amber.
You're muted, Amber. Come
Sorry.
on.
Yeah, right.
What did she allegedly send to Rod?
Yeah. And also, so I've been meaning to do a reaction to this, but I just didn't even want to react to Ryan. But remember when Ryan did, one of Ryan's reactions to Gypsy being on that one podcast a while back, and she said that she was never in love with Ryan. He was more like a brother. And Ryan's like a brother, you was gonna have a baby with me. What, you want a baby with your brother? That's, he's like, she definitely didn't think of me like a brother. Like, no, she might have.
She might have.
Really,
Yeah,
legit.
A mother brother.
Her and Nick. Yeah, her and Nick talked like that all the time, brother and sister calling each other that stuff. And the incest and PDF themes just keep theming with her.
All I can think of, hold on. It loses its flair, but all I can think of is, I'm my own grandpa.
Oh boy.
Ray Stevens,
Anyway.
Oh man.
Okay,
Yeah,
we're gonna
she's
go back.
legit into that.
Yeah, it's creepy. Sorry about the echo, guys.
Oh, that's sweet. Okay. Well, since you said it like that, I guess so. I'm a sucker for watching things with you.
Okay.
All right. I see V. Andrew. Okay. Let's see. Ruby comes on again after the death. It's just one movie?
Well, the first one premiered tonight. It's part of a
Okay.
four-parter.
Have you watched it?
I watched it, yes.
When did you watch it?
I watched it about an hour ago.
Okay. After the death of her beloved grandmother, young Ruby Landry leaves the bayou to search for her wealthy but estranged father in New Orleans. Okay, I'll watch it.
Yay!
I'm recording it. Ugh, cannot believe you got me watching a fucking Lifetime movie. The stuff I do for you.
This call is from a correctional facility and
Oh,
may be
it's so
monitored
hard.
and recorded.
And the stuff you promised to do for me and never do.
Well, that'll change someday.
Oh, really? What day? You just let me know when.
Someday. When I get out.
Oh, you gonna make me wait 3 years? What?
Under 3 years, thank you.
Huh?
Under 3 years.
Oh, okay. It's like 2 years.
9, 8.
Oh, baby. Hmm.
Can we make a countdown clock?
You want to?
Yeah, so you will know exactly.
That's awful. No, we gotta hit your parole hearing first.
No. Let's just take an estimated. All right, let's do my 85% date. So it's December 28th of 2023.
December 28th of
At 6 o'clock in
December.
the morning.
Okay, I will make a countdown clock tomorrow.
Okay.
And then I'll give you the countdown number. That's awful. Well, that's awful, baby. And then you want to wait 6 months before you get a baby.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's awful too. Hmm.
Well, have you ever thought about, have you ever gone this far to think about the astrological signs? So if you take whatever you want your baby to be and take it back 9 months, and that way you know exactly when to have sex so you can conceive the child and have it
Baby.
born under the sign that you want it to be born under?
What sign do you want it to be born under?
Leo! Leo!
Baby, I don't know if two Leos would work well together.
Well, I just hope it's not a girl, because 2 Leo girls, oh good Lord, God help you.
Oh, really?
When was Aurora born? December?
December.
But you have Millie muted.
Oh. My bad. Sorry, I tried to mute you and then there you go.
All good. December as far as we know.
Fair enough. Early December? Is that a Pisces?
Late December.
It was near her release date anniversary, remember?
Like the 28th.
Like a Pisces. Brandy said she's a Sagittarius. And then somebody else said she's a Capricorn.
Yeah, Brandy said, sorry, Capricorn, it's late December.
Yeah, I was about to say late December is Capricorn.
Okay, gotcha.
My stepdad's birthday was on Christmas.
I just can't get over how the excitement in Gypsy's voice when she said he writes about incest.
It's creepy.
Mm-hmm.
Genuinely.
And Ryan was like, "Oh, baby," and then he acts shocked that, he's like, remember he said in that one video, she never did any of that weird shit with me. There was no role play and blah, blah, blah. Bullshit. He's on the phone call with her, asking her if she needed to go to the kitty box for the bathroom. Like,
yeah.
dumb.
I missed that.
Yeah. Yeah, he
What'd
did the
you
kid
say,
play
Nancy?
with her. Hmm.
You're echoing.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, that'd probably be awful. And that's so sweet. God help me. That's adorable. Yeah, and then I'd have you in the background going, Be like, no, you can't. I want it. You're so fucking, you're adorable. I gotta go scream now. You miss me.
Yeah, I miss you.
Yeah. How's your day been?
It's been crazy. I've been doing laundry, and then I put too much soap in my ice. So I had to rinse it again because there was bubbles everywhere. And then in the midst of that, I'm cutting my own hair.
Baby. You didn't chop it off, did you?
No, I didn't chop it off. Like I literally like it's still below my shoulders. So.
Can you pause?
Okay. I wish I could see a picture of it.
I thought it was interesting that he said, "Baby, you didn't chop it off, did you?" Like, it sounds like that's a recurring thing. Like, we know it is, but it sounds like within their relationship, it recurred a few times.
Right, you're right. That was not a surprise to him that she did that. He was just wanting to know to what degree.
Yeah, almost like she's the one who was always chopping up her hair.
And somebody asked, with a bar of soap? No, with toenail clippers.
Yeah, never mind.
Thank you. Fidel Castro. Wow.
Thank you, Fidel Castro. We appreciate it.
That is awesome that Fidel Castro from the grave is coming to hang out with us.
Oh,
Definitely a weird person that I would think would come hang out with us, but whatever.
Hey, it's fine. Chris Hansen, he promoted the Escobar film.
Well, and what?
And the Epstein pilot program. Sorry, I'm going to shut up now.
Oh, what's his name? Trudeau could be Castro's secret son.
Oh,
maybe.
Sure. I'm sure he's as much of his secret son as Katy Perry, his girlfriend, is Dominic Ramsey.
Well, but no, his mom actually had an affair with Castro.
1980s talking. I'm sorry. We can't hear. We have you muted. I'm sorry.
I was just saying the same thing as Amber. I'm like, no, there's actually a possibility. There, like her mom. Yeah. The history nerds were chiming up.
Right?
My bad. I didn't know.
Do not underestimate me.
I don't think that Katy Perry is John Benet Ramsey.
I don't
by
either.
the way.
I don't either.
I don't
But I do think John Ramsey is a weirdo.
Understatement.
Whatever that means. I don't know.
Understatement. Okay, let's finish.
I know.
Maybe video visits will start soon, though.
Yeah, hopefully soon. Now that they're starting to do something about them.
Yeah. Okay. Don't snuggle.
So what have you been doing all day?
Well, LSU played at 12:45, so I watched them. Say what?
I don't give a fuck about that.
Well, baby, that's what I did. I watched the game.
Oh, okay. For how many hours?
Oh, well, it was like 2 hours, and then, I had to go to the grocery store, and it seems like every time you call, I was away from my phone.
Oh.
And then it took Noah to get Chinese food today. He loves Chinese food, so, so we got back from Chinese food, and he ate a ton. And he ate so much, baby, that now he's tired. And it was funny, last night he wanted to watch a movie so bad. Like, he was like, all right, this new movie come out, so I was like, all right, cool. It was Justice League, like, but the thing is like HBO Max has been saying like, oh, the new Justice League, but all it was the movie Justice League with added scenes and like changed, and they re-edited it. Like, it was like the director's vision, They added like 2 hours to it.
Yeah.
But we started watching it, and it was like, what the fuck? We've already seen this movie. So he got disappointed on that. And then I turned on another movie, and he fell asleep like 5 minutes in. It was adorable.
Well, whenever he gets older, he'll appreciate the director's cut. I had a director's cut of Lord of the Rings, and when I tell you, it tacked on like 5 hours. The whole thing was like 10 hours long.
That's
one of the best parts of that.
My friend used to make us watch the fucking director's cut. We were in high school.
Lord of the Rings?
Yes.
Is that Lil Frodo? I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
The director's cut and watching all that extra stuff is one of the best parts.
It's Lil Frodo. I'm sorry. Yeah, no, I agree. I like Lord of the Rings. Or I did when I was in like middle school.
Yes. I've read the books and everything.
May be monitored and recorded.
Like, we'd be so mad because we'd be at his house and this would be the only movie he'd want to watch, and we'd seen that fucking movie so many times. And he's like, it's the director's cut. It adds scenes. Y'all have never seen it.
Yeah.
And it's like,
And it makes a lot of sense. Like, watching the director's cut and then watching the original version, it's like, wow, it makes more sense.
Yeah, I mean, I know, but fucking the Justice League was like 4 hours long. I mean, no, that's too long. I've already watched a fucking long movie already.
Hold on. Okay, I think I'm done with that one because that's just monotonous stuff.
I'm actually going to have to go soon, FYI, here in just a few minutes. So,
Yeah, actually, I think we're gonna call it now, especially since we have an echo. Okay, Nancy and then Millennial, can you guys just tell everybody what you guys are doing?
They can't hear you.
Hold on.
Hold up. Real quick, we're going to go one by one. Nancy, what are you doing? What can people look forward to on your podcast and on your channel?
There you go.
Oh, hold up. Let me unmute you. There we go.
Ta-da! Well, first and foremost, Javier Leyva with Pretend podcast is dropping his first episode on Tuesday. Bless his heart, with all of this coming out. When I covered Gypsy, I had a couple of characters that I focused on and all the craziness, but even with that small amount, it was nuts how quickly everything changes. Also, we're going through season 1, episode by episode, and just kind of breaking down behind the scenes, what it took to get the interviews and stories that go along with it. So it's been fun to break down. That came out so many years ago, like 7 years ago. So going back and kind of reliving those. We're doing lives every week, except this week because I get tired. But yeah, it's been a lot of fun. So thank you for having me. I appreciate you.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you. You're a busy lady and we appreciate you coming on. So just thank you so much. And everybody go ahead and check out the Toll podcast. Mm-hmm. Yes, she has Gypsy stuff, but she has better stuff than that too, guys. Stuff that actually could change something.
Yes.
So thank you again, Nancy.
Here in the Ozarks, we've had 2 cold cases from the 80s that have ended in arrest in just the last couple of weeks. And it's been really amazing to see that. And that movement, I just hope it keeps going because we have so many families hurting here in the Ozarks. And this has just been a really great light for them at a really dark tunnel. So excited about those movements.
No, you're absolutely correct. And just thank you so much for providing a voice for some of these people.
Yes, and I fall asleep to your voice all the time.
Yes, but thank you so much, Nancy. Have a good night. Bye.
Don't remove her.
Oh, don't remove her. Okay.
She'll remove herself.
Okay. My bad. I was gonna. Sorry, I'm trying to keep this to where everyone can hear each other. So, Millennial, same question. Where can they find you and what kind of stuff are you working on? Oh, hold up. I just muted you instead of unmuting you. I'm
It's all good.
stupid.
Yeah, just my usual. I'm on YouTube and TikTok. I've been planning to start an Instagram and Facebook, but I haven't yet. I keep saying I'm gonna do that, and then I just don't. But I'm going to. I'm really going to this time. But I'm working on the usual stuff. I've got just a few more compilations to do because I started going through all the videos from the previous FOIA and compiling them all with the dates like by month. So this video is this month and that. And then I've also been doing live streams. I've been going over Mackenzie, Sharilla, and Dom's texts, doing that. And I want to, now that Brian Koberger is trying to change his stuff up, I want to learn more about that case because it might become ongoing again. That's why I've been hoping to get in contact with Jules, and because she's as deep in that case as what we are with Gypsy Rose. And I'd like for to get a recommendation from her. Like, is Broken Plea, the book, the best place to start, or where? 'Cause I need to get up to speed on the details of that case before I can talk about it intelligently.
No, I agree, Millie, because like I've wanted to cover that case, but it's just as complex as this one, if not more, probably
And it's a
because
lot more current and more like, there's more people that are like
there's more
young.
people affected
Yeah,
as
yeah.
well. With Gypsy, it was just, Dee Dee's family and her friends, basically. This is four families and then the friends and all of
This
that
huge
stuff.
social groups.
Yeah, and so
Very current.
that's a interesting case that I really want to get into, and I want Jules to come on and talk about, so that I feel a little more comfortable actually talking more about it, because I feel like the foundation has shifted so much on that case that there really is no foundation. Hold on.
Sorry.
There you go.
Yeah, and I was just gonna say I don't want to start talking about it before I feel like you said, like I really have a foundation of knowledge, because as much as I love seeing new creators cover Gypsy, when they don't know half the details, it's a little annoying. You want to help them, and I don't want to do that on another case myself.
Right? Okay. Sorry. Hold on. Nancy, go ahead.
No, those cases take a lot of time. I know season 2 poison control took me 5 years. I ended up finding out that the mom and the dad probably had a lot of indiscretions and problems. So those things, they just take a lot of time to dive in, and it's awesome that we take the time to get it right.
Mm-hmm.
Try.
Please don't let me be on this for 5 years.
Oh no, but I feel you. It's like I wanted to, again, not to plug my stupid shit. I wanted to get this Chris Hansen thing out by the time they came out with this movie, but with the people that I want to talk to and the things I want to do, it might take a little bit of time.
Just get on top of it.
I
girl.
gotta get on top of it.
Get on top of it. Okay, well, yeah, so that's that. And there's a lot that I actually want to talk about. There's like a whole thing that you guys don't know that's happened like in the background that I want to talk about, but I'm not going to. Just because it feels like it'll muddy the water and it'll cause more chaos and stuff like that. And I'm not about all that.
I don't
But
even know what you're talking about, but
oh, But just know that your girl has been working on a lot of things, and one day, hopefully, something will come of it. But
hopefully. And if anybody tells you that they're working on a documentary, they have to get certain things approved. Anyway, you guys have a great night.
okay. Well, we are going to, on that note, I hope that everybody has an amazing night and that you go out and do something good to change the world for the better. And don't be like Gypsy Rose Blanchard.
Or Ryan Anderson.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Hi, I'm Beaker with Military Broadcast Radio TV. We're your virtual MWR, bringing veterans radio, podcasts, gaming, animation, 3D printing, and a community that never leaves you behind. Download our Roku or mobile app today.